Is there anything better on a cold winter day like this than a glass of eggnog? I've been making my own modified recipe for a couple years now, and it's a pretty big hit, so I figure, you know what, I'll share it with you. For this, we're going to need some ingredients we haven't been using as much during the rest of these recipes. Now, I'm going to be making a triple batch, so feel free to divide by 3 if you want to make a single, but assuming you want to follow along with me, you're going to need 1 dozen eggs, 1 cup and 3 tablespoons of sugar, 3 pints of milk, 3 cups of heavy cream, some whole nutmeg for grating, and of course, the stars of the show, booze. For this, you're going to want spiced rum, and the secret ingredient, maple bourbon. I've been using Knob Creek smoked maple for at least the last 5 years, and I swear by it. We're also going to need a very large bowl held only slightly in frame, as well as actual measuring implements, such as a measuring cup with cups and ounces, and a tablespoon. I promise it's not invisible. We'll also be using no one's favorite implement, the whisk, and of course, a standing mixer. It's been there the whole time. First, we're going to want to separate our egg yolks from our egg whites, and we can put those whites aside. We're going to be working with the yolks first. Now, you can do this with a standing mixer. I tend to do it by hand. I don't know if it really makes a difference ultimately, but if you want to avoid having 2 separate standing mixer bowls and whisk attachments to clean, then this is probably just going to be easier. You're going to start by beating the yolks until they're fully liquefied, at which point you're going to add the 1 cup of sugar, which you will continue to beat until the sugar has fully dissolved. Once that's done, we can start adding our liquid ingredients. Start with the milk, adding 3 pints or 6 cups, followed by 3 cups of heavy cream. If you like, you can swap this out for 3 cups of milk and 6 cups of half and half. Doesn't make a huge difference. As for the booze, my most recent combination is 5 ounces of maple bourbon, along with 2 ounces of spiced rum. Finally, we're going to take 1 blurry whole nutmeg and grate it into the bowl. From there, you only really need stir the mixture, but I like to beat it a little bit more, just to make sure everything is nice and evenly mixed. Foamy. Now it's time to take our egg whites and put them into the standing mixer. We are going to turn on the standing mixer and beat the absolute shit out of these egg whites until we decide to move our camera to observe at what point they reach soft peaks. Once they've gotten to that point, add 3 tablespoons of sugar and continue beating the mixture until you reach stiff peaks. From here, we can now combine the egg white foam with the egg yolk mixture and start combining them by any means necessary. You can be gentle, or you can continue to beat the shit out of it. It's up to you. Do note that this eggnog does tend to separate into the 2 parts, so you may find yourself needing to stir the drink to keep it in one piece. And that is how you make my homemade Yule Nog. Happy holidays from everyone here at the D-Pad.